Hey guys, so I thought I would do a quick video and show you guys what I have in my bag and what I normally throw. So let's start off with the drivers. So this is my favorite disc, my favorite max distance disc. It's a Star Wraith. It's really worn out. I got it I think like 2010 or 2008 or something around there. I've thrown this one time 600 feet into the wind. It was kind of insane. Now this one is pretty new. It's a Pro Wraith. It's not really beat-in or anything, but I do like Pro Wraith, so it's one of my favorite discs. Next we have a DX Bird, and I like this for like turnover shots or just shots that are like 320 or something dead straight that I can throw this and I can rely on it. Next I have a Z Force, and this I don't really have any like technical shot for it, but just like a standard overstable disc that I feel comfortable throwing in the wind if I got thrown a headwind or something like that. Next I have a DX Wraith. This thing is pretty cool. It flips really easily and goes really far. The thing about it is I can't get it to go as far as my Star Plastic though, but this does flip super easy, so I like it a lot. Now I have another Star Wraith. This one's a bit newer. It does flip over pretty easy, but it's not as beat up. Now let's move on to the mid-range. So my mid-rangers, I like two kinds of mid-rangers, and I've actually thrown a lot more, but the ones I have in my bag are MRX and MRVs. Okay, so the first disc we have here is a MRX. It's a first run. For some reason I think that the first run ones are more stable, and I don't know why, but that's just what I've noticed with the ones I have. The second disc I have here is another MRX. This one's pretty stable. I use it for overstable kinds of shots. The next disc I have is a Z MRV. This one has 3 aces on it, so it's pretty dope. And it's like it's pretty stable mid-range, pretty slow. So the next disc I have is another MRX. This is my most overstable one, and I throw it up to about 350 usually for drives, maybe a little bit more if it's a downhill shot. Next I have another MRX. This one is not a first run. This one is extremely flippy. It's really fast and it flips over hard. And a funny story about this one is I was playing at a course called Independence Lake, and I threw this into the bottom of a pond, and about 2 weeks later somehow someone found it, and you can't even see it on the camera, but I have my name written right here. And someone was like, "Hey, I found your disc." I'm like, "How did you find it in the bottom of a pond?" Anyways, next we have a MRV. This one is my favorite, and you can't see it anymore, but it was signed by the Yeti people. They had some like putting thing, and I asked them to sign my disc. But this one is pretty understable, and this is one of my favorite mid-ranges. Next we have basically the same MRV, but a bit less beat in, so this one is a little more stable. It's pretty nice. Now let's move on to the putters that I drive with. So right here we have a Champion AVR. It's pretty fast actually, and I can throw it like this, and I can rely on it to come back on a short hole if I need it to. Next we have a Soft Magnet. This thing is pretty cool. It's overstable, but yeah, I don't know how to explain putter drivers too well, but yeah, I like this one for around 300-foot shots. Next, probably one of my favorites is this Yeti Pro AVR. I use this for a lot of drives. It has 1 ace, and it's pretty overstable. You can't really get it to do a hyzer flip, so I kind of like that. You know, I can rely on it to just hold like a straight line if I throw it hard. Next we have a crazy disc. It's a Z Putt R. The Putt R is actually my favorite putter, and I don't have any on me right now. I use X Putt R. That's my favorite for putting. But this one is basically like an ultimate. It flies like an ultimate frisbee. You can play catch with people with this thing. But I like this because I can throw it really slow and have it go like dead straight, and then finish off to the right at the very end. And then finally we have this Arrow disc. This is kind of new to my bag. Someone just gave it to me because they found it and they said, "Oh, you probably like this," and you know, it's beat in, they didn't really want it. And this thing flips over like crazy, and I kind of like it, but I can't really see myself throwing it around like 300 feet, so like 250 or less is what I normally use this thing for. And now finally what I putt with, as of now. I would use X putt-R, but I keep losing them. You think it's hard to lose a putter, but when you go and throw them as like drives in a field or something, you can lose anything. You can lose any kind of disc. So yeah. But here's what I putt with. This is my main putter for the shorter putts and just like straight on putts, because this thing is a little more beaten. It's a APX. It's pretty nice. I've had it for a long time. Now this is like if I need something to hyzer into the basket, this is another APX. This is a swirl. It's like a rare edition or something like that. And I actually got this because I went to a private course, and the owner of the private course, their dog chewed up my X putt-R, my favorite one. That was like 8 years old. And then they gave me this as collateral. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. This is pretty good for upshots too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just want to show you guys what I throw. Some side notes, for drivers, my favorite driver that I don't have in my bag is a Pro Katana, because those things can flip over like crazy and they're a little bit faster than the Wraith. And I don't have any right now, but that's one thing I would have in my bag. And then the X putt-R for actual putting. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.